Okay, I've had a number of requests about how to essentially hit the ball further, which means how to carry the ball further to get over some of the ditches we have here at Cambridge Country Club. You could break that down really into two sort of elements. One is, how can I increase my club speed? Because that will hit the ball further, all other things being equal. And the other is, I guess you could ask, how can I make the most of my club speed? And they're two separate things. The first video we're going to do, under 5 minutes, will be increasing club speed, and the second video on how to make the most of it. So let's get started. Right. I'm going to concentrate really just on the right-handed golfer's, the right arm. I'm going to come in a bit closer. So to create leverage is created when effectively a joint or a hinge bends and then unbends. So we've got 3 joints: shoulder, elbow, wrist. First joint, this would be a 1 lever swing. Okay, there it goes. A 2 lever swing, start to bend the elbow and then come back through. That will go faster than that. And thirdly, as we hinge, we can also start hinging my wrist as well. And now we've got all 3 levers of our right arm, our throwing arm, working together. If you want to think about how to get this right at the top of the backswing, here's a thought for you. Imagine that you're throwing a basketball or a netball. So you effectively cup the palm of your hand up into the air, bend the elbow, and have the elbow bent at about chest height. So from the side it would look like that if we were standing there straight. Now if I was to tilt into my posture and turn, we now have the right arm in more or less the correct position at the top, and we're making use of all 3 joints to create maximum leverage. So it's all very well getting lovely leverage through your right arm, but if you just don't turn your shoulders and your hips, you're not going to be able to create a particularly long arc. Guys, we need to turn. We need to turn so that our left shoulder goes right under our chin. When you're looking down at the ball, you should hardly be able to see your right foot. You might just about be able to see it if you sort of peek out the corner of your right eye. You can't do this, by the way, if you don't turn your hips, or at least not unless you're a 7-year-old, one of my stags. Because if you don't turn your hips, you're going to get to there, and if you keep trying to turn your shoulders and you don't let those hips turn, you're going to hurt your lower lumbar. So speed factor 2, in your backswing, turn your hips and your shoulders together. Right, we have got all this lovely leverage and we've got this rotation, we're all loaded up and we're ready to unload into the ball. This is a little bit more advanced. Give it a go, see if you can do this, see if you get your head around this idea. I'm going to put up a video here of somebody doing a shot put, just to give you an idea of what I would call a fundamental move that anyone would need to create in order to maximise the distance they can throw a projectile, whether it's a javelin, a discus, a cricket ball, whether it's swinging a club, swinging a racket at a tennis ball. And that is, as you can see here as I move this forward, that is the idea that we have got pressure building down into our right foot and our glutes almost squeezing a little bit, and then from there we can then push up and forward. And as we do this, we can turn our left hip, our lead hip, out of the way, and that will create a tremendous amount of force and lag through our trail arm, which will then whip through at the end. So give that a go as well. So the idea is, one more time, as you go back, just feel like you squeeze down. So it's not just a sort of floaty weight transfer, it's a squeeze into the inside of your right foot, feel the glute activate, and then push and throw. I will give you a little warning about this, that's quite hard to do with an iron. With an iron, you've got the ball lying on the ground, you want to keep your head really nice and steady to get good contact. You've got a ball on a nice big tee, you can sweep up on it. This squeeze and push move could work wonders for you and get you sailing over those ditches here at Cambridge Country Club. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, or tell me if you're a member at the golf club, if you liked the video and if any of this succeeded. Great to see you guys, take care.